Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of TalkGA, our podcast on anything and everything Grand Archive. I'm your host, Mark from Solar Games, and joining me are my co-hosts, Eva and Fome.
Hello.
Hey everybody.
All right. So, how are you guys doing?
Good. Wishing I were still in Akihabara,
Oh yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, America. What's with the public transport? What do you mean that I can't like time my watch to the exact second because of the train always arrives on time?
Wait, what? Huh?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah, there are like no delays in the public
Is
transport.
that right?
Over there.
I didn't know that.
In general, at least.
It arrives to the second. So you can set your watch when like the JR arrives at the station.
Interesting.
So nice. So efficient.
Yeah,
So much more
like,
affordable.
easily go where we wanted. It was an amazing trip.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
Just like not even just my favorite of my trips to Japan so far, but I think my favorite trip I've ever taken in my life. To anywhere.
What?
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow,
It was
that's
such
high
a great
praise.
time. I feel like I saw like so many friends, and then the food, I don't know why, but just like every meal was incredible, including
Sushi.
the sushi.
Yes.
The sushi.
The
Promise
sushi
Omakase that we went to together.
Eva won by getting the most correct guesses from our spoiler
Thank
video.
you, because Mark let me steal a point.
Ah,
It was delicious.
No, you deserved it.
No, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, we got really good ass omakase.
It was
Yeah,
so
it was
good.
really good.
Thank you both.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I had a great
Unfortunately,
time.
I think you got sick for a large portion of the
Oh
trip,
yeah,
right?
probably not your favorite trip that you've taken in your life.
You know, actually, because I spent a good chunk of it in Hokkaido in the beginning.
Yeah.
That was great. The first 4 days, I learned
Before
about like
getting sick.
Yeah, before getting sick, I learned about Hokkaido history, like and the Meiji Restoration era, because that actually affected Hokkaido a lot. It was snowing in Sapporo, and it's like
yeah.
it's exactly what you think about when you watch those like romantic Japanese movies with the snow, like the first snow, right? And I'm walking through snow with Chelsea, trying to get to like
His wife.
my wife. Yeah, my other wife.
Huh?
Whoa,
Whoa. Sorry, Merlin.
Just kidding. Whoa, what the?
What? Who?
All right, okay. So, and then we're walking towards I guess eating oni, because there's like a really famous place in Otaru that's like for
uni?
uni, yeah, for sea urchins.
Demons?
Oh, you're eating demons?
Sea urchins.
You're slaying demons?
Yeah.
But now we're back.
Now we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. Yes. So, anything else you want to share about Tokyo in general?
About our Akihabara Ascent experience, yes.
Okay, well, we'll save that for
Yeah.
later on the show. So for today's episode, we're gonna go through a recent BNR that just freshly came after release of PTM, and then we're gonna of course cover the market updates that happened around PTM. There's a lot of really interesting shifts. There's some old cards that are now seeing some price changes. Yeah,
Very interested to find out what you have to say.
Ascent Akihabara is going to be our main topic about like our overall experience, all the different events that we were part of, because all three of us were actually regular attendees for this event and not working the event to some
I think
aspect.
that's the first time.
First time,
Yeah.
first time all three of us.
We're
yeah.
all going just to
Yeah,
have
it was
fun.
awesome.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then of course, because the PTM's here, we've seen all the cards. We thought it'd be fun to run another rendition of Trash or Gas.
It's trash and gas.
There's Trash and Gas and Trash or Gas for Phantom Monarchs. So looking forward to do that. All right, but first we have Banned and Restricted
Yeah.
update from Fome.
All right. Okay, so we got a new Proxius Vault card.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah.
And the new Proxius Vault card lets you play with a previously banned card. So, Mantle of the Abyss. It's a 0 cost fire regalia. That's a cleric robe. It has an Alice bonus. You pay 3, and then you banish it, and then you generate Aral the Abyss into your memory. So yeah, with this card, you basically have your Alice specific backup charger, except you're not backup charging just for a card.
Yeah.
You're backup charging for one of the best cards if you're playing the Spectre deck. So I think this is a really cool choice.
Yeah.
You maybe want to hold on to your foil Rally Abysses.
True.
Although this is not
Still
going to
a
quite
value.
take off like the Cosmic Bolts, because
Yeah.
those are like, you can generate like 10 Cosmic Bolts.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is like, you literally can only have one in your
one.
deck.
Yeah. Okay.
But I've heard that this deck currently without Round the Abyss kind of struggles
Yeah.
to like actually get its engine going. So with this, you can like take 1 turn, materialization turn off to be able to get that RAL, and then hopefully +2 using it by discarding maybe a liminal plus something with floating, or 2 liminals, drawing 2 cards, and then you can get some value off of that. But I mean, without the card, it seems like it's been a little bit difficult, particularly because there's not that many floating memory Spectre cards, it seems. So I actually think this is a really smart move.
Yeah.
And it's good for the deck that needs it, but it won't be overpowered.
I almost feel like this was the original intent of Fractal of Abyss all along.
Yeah, it was meant for Spectre tribal decks.
Right.
Alice is.
It's almost like if Fractal of Abyss had a class bonus of some sort or Alice bonus, that would have probably been okay.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to do this card.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's almost like a nerf too, because having that without having to generate it on turn 1 is still better.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Oh, and the fact that this ability is Alice bonus, so you can't do this when you are on turn 1 when you're still Spirit, not Alice yet.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you need to take 1 turn to level up, take another turn to get this, and then you get your access to your royale.
It's much more fair.
Yeah.
But I love Grand Archive is so funny. I love that they found a loophole so that yes, the card is still banned and you will not submit it in your deck list, but you can still play it. You can still.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's still there. It's so funny.
There was another change also in the BNR. They've moved Mercenary's Blade from Category 1 to Category 2. So Mercenary's Blade, it's the dagger that you pop a prep to be able to activate it from your material deck.
Okay.
So you can bring it out during main phase instead of materialization.
That's right. So you can skip your materialization to get it.
Yeah, you can bring it out in kill phase.
Yep. Yes. Usually when you bring it out, it means you're dead.
Murk you.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen a lot of uses for it, besides just getting the little bit of extra damage to kill something, or a slice and dice, or a blazing throw. I think maybe they have in their mind the interaction with the new Merlin and Ghost of Pendragon. Because
1000%.
Right now we have a Crux assassin that, could bring out the Merc Blade, play Pendragon, put it back, bring it out again, play another Pendragon, put it back. This might seem like a very strong thing to do in the deck.
Yep, I don't want to see that. The loop draw.
Yeah, so it's something that can also push this card over the edge. But, I'm not personally that worried about this card.
Yeah,
it's true that when you see someone play it, it usually means they're about to throw it in your face and you're dead. But I'm actually curious, what do you guys think? Does this need to be Category 2 or, it's fine in Category 1?
Oh, I think it should be Category 2, and it's more debatable whether it should be Category 3, which is completely banned from Standard.
I think you're right. I didn't actually think about the Pendragon interaction, right? But the fact that interaction now exists could make it so that it's a very awkward moment. If the Pendragon draws into a Pendragon, this is the Ascension loop.
Yep.
That we didn't need with Avarice. So if Avarice was banned for basically similar reasons, this could be a problem.
It could be too powerful.
Maybe, yeah.
The last change that they made to the BNR was completely removing Polaris Twinkling Cauldron, which is another Proxy's Vault card, from Category 1. So it's completely off the list entirely now, because they had previously nerfed the card by changing its cost from 0 to 1.
Yes.
So I think right now, when it's costed 1, it's not nearly as oppressive as it was before. And Arasana is honestly not doing that crazy right now. So yeah, it's probably totally fine to just take it off the BNR entirely.
Yeah, especially because it only matters if there's a lot of ally decks out there too.
Yeah.
Which after Slimes is kind of
Yeah, we're fine with this.
We're fine. Yeah.
It's
wide. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And that was the BNR. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. You guys ready to talk market?
Oh, are we?
Cornering the market.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Cornering the market with Mark from Solar Games.
Okay. What card should you be buying right now?
So this is the buy category.
Yeah. So this category basically is cards that I think have dropped to a price where maybe you should really consider buying them if you don't have copies. Quicksilver Grail. This card at the highest was about $100. It's now $54.
Uh-oh, power crept.
No. I still think Grail is, if you remember, I think I rank Grail as the best Divine Relic. I still, Looking Glass is really challenging that position, but I still think it's probably the best one still.
Oh, a lot of people would agree with you, I think.
Yeah. So given how rare FTC boxes are, given how many of these we turned in to trade for Creative Shocks,
what a world
there's
we live
not
in.
that many like Quicksilver Grails out there, right? So like if you don't have one, you should have one always. But if you don't have one, 54 is a pretty decent price. Now
It's still expensive as heck. 54 for a single.
but it's like it's a UR, it's a Divine
need
Relic.
one.
You only need one.
Yeah.
It's like GCR, right?
Yeah.
You pay the 50, you're done. So I think it's hit like the GCR pricing. I think it's a good price. If you want to, you can probably wait a little bit and see where the market goes before it goes back up again. I don't think it's going to stay at 50 something. The only reason why it's pretty low right now, my suspicion is because Looking Glass is used in almost every deck. So you don't have a slot for Quicksilver Grail, and there's no decks that's currently abusing the Quicksilver Grail. But the moment any deck that becomes meta, that's like, has like some sort of Quicksilver Grail shenanigans, this card is going to go shoot right back up.
Yeah. This is the card that, as you said in previous episode, has like an infinite scaling ceiling.
Yeah.
Which is as they print more regalia that interacts with it, it just inherently gets better.
Yep.
Whereas the Looking Glass has the opposite. It's like a very high floor because the cards that come with it in these two sets are very powerful.
Yeah.
But in future sets, I mean, are they going to make more distortions? Probably not,
not.
unless you're revisiting, this
Underland.
Yeah. But yes, I think Quicksilver Grail is a buy if you don't have a card. Second one, similar, is Backup Charger. I've actually taken my eyes off this card for a while, and we've discussed this in the past as a card that's too expensive, GCR level. Backup Chargers are like $20 now, and sometimes you can pick it up for even cheaper, like 18, 17-ish, right? I would say this is pretty good. Two things to consider. Number one, remember, in MRC, Regalia drop rates were adjusted. So backup chargers are effectively more rare than just any other rare card, right? Because it was the first set that had the special adjustment for Regalia cards to be more rare than, it wasn't on the same slot as like other rares, right? Number two, this card, what card is the most common card in all material decks? Backup charger, not GCR, not whatever, right? So almost every deck runs one. So you're probably gonna want one at least. So I highly recommend picking one up. I think this is, again, low because, MRC Alter has been reprinted. It's still generally available. Alter pricing has also dropped quite a bit because there's a lot of MRC Alter out there. There's plenty of backup chargers to go around.
Nice.
Good time to pick it up.
Yeah, I think that's $20 is a fair price for this card.
I think so. Yeah.
Totally right. You see it more often than all the Divine Relics.
Yeah. In the sell section, I have two cards as well. Number one, Fractalize. So we've been talking about this card. We continuously talk about this card. I think we've probably peaked on this card. Fractalize is at 25.
Really? Fractalize.
Fractalize is 25 and holding. If what I think happens with Grand Archive and Weeps in general happens, this is going to get reprinted next set.
This is so due for a reprint.
You said that it was going to be reprinted in this set.
You promised us a Fractalize reprint.
I promise you reprints for it. I don't run the company.
Yeah,
right?
we know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So my guess, the like Hero Assemble set, the next one, right? RDO is gonna be a reprint for Fractalize. It's gotta be. This card is so targeted for reprint if you think about it, right? And it makes sense for RDO because it's like all the different worlds kind of collide together. All support for every class will be there. Is a big hint for like things like, I think, Mordred level 3, things like that. So if we revisit Mordred, then Cambria and Fractalize becomes more relevant, right? My guess, this card will not be 25 after that, $5. So right now, I would say sell. If you have copies of Fractalize, sell every copy. My recommendation.
Sell.
Yeah. In fact, that might be good for the market. For the people who don't have it, maybe you can pick it up for 15 because I'm telling everyone to sell it. So
Yeah, like every single freaking water player needs Fractalizes, and a lot of people are intimidated from playing this game because it's like, what do you mean? I need this card. I need 4 copies of it, and they're like $25 each.
Yeah.
So we do need to bring it down.
pretty much if I ever see like cards that are proxied, those are going to be sell. Fractalize is a card I see proxied very often.
Okay.
Yep. And then second card is Lost Providence. This might be
What? Come on.
Really?
this might be a little bit of a Mark opinion here. I don't think the card is as good as everyone thinks it is.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty.
This is the new
I think
Divine
it's pretty
Relic.
busted.
Here's the other problem too. It's an $80 card at release, right? It's at $120 now. Do you think this card is going to go higher than 120 for a UR Regalia?
No.
So you're telling me this card after like just a week or whatever is going to be higher than the highest that Looking Glass was ever. We all know by now Looking Glass is a great card.
Yeah.
And people still need copies of Looking Glass. Looking Glass is cheaper than this card. 120 is too high for this card. Sell this. Sell.
Maybe the price already be going back down by the time this episode
I already
comes
think
out.
look, it's a divine relic, right? So the other problem is if you pick Lost Providence, you cannot pick one of the other cards. So my thinking is, unless this card is like ridiculously good, I don't know. I think it's a sell.
Might be a hot take, but okay, interesting.
Yeah. I think it's like, again, like I hate cards that have like a little bit too many hoops. It feels like a GCR. The problem is it comes in hindered, so rested, and also it's exalted. So you can only do it when you have an advanced element unlocked. Currently, the fastest champion that could do this is Alice, right? The Ghost Alice level 2. But like, and then you have like a turn that. The nice thing is you can activate it without like a materialization phase.
You don't need to spend materialization.
Yeah, but like it's like an extra turn. Like somebody can really like screw with you if they want to. Like reduce ash.
If they did, then they lost a card to do it.
Unbroken Mustang. It's not really a loss. I get a Mustang out.
I guess that's true.
I don't even think I really want to mess with it because like you're getting this card really late. It's like a spirit shard or like spirit token, right?
Yeah, it's very similar to Fragmented Spirit.
Yeah. So I didn't think that was that great. I mean, it's good, right? Because
I think the only reason you think it's not as good is just because Looking Glass is so.
No, I think it's not
so many
good
benefits.
because it's Divine Relic. If this wasn't Divine Relic, I think it's very good.
Exactly. So you're comparing it to other Divine Relics like Looking Glass.
The sacrifice is quite high for this card, yeah.
All the Divine Relics are competing for the same slot.
Yes.
So.
But yeah, again, like, is it a $50 card? Maybe. That's why I'm like 120, you sell, right? That's why. I'm not saying this is supposed to be 0, by the way.
Yeah, I would agree with that. 120 is too much for this card.
120 is too much. Yeah.
I like how we delved into a whole like mini episode of Trash or Gas in cornering the market.
Yes.
Is this card
I have too many
Is it
cards for
bad?
Trash and Gas, so I start sneaking them in early.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
is that
alright.
the strat?
One for hold. This card we've never seen on Cornering the Market. I mean, Lost Providence too, but is Dawn of Ashes.
That's a weird one.
Dawn of Ashes,
Domain.
super weird. It's domain.
Norm
It came
domain.
from FTC, like all these FTC cards, right? We all knew FTC was going to be like this weird dark horse set that had like some weird cards that somehow becomes relevant later. Well, Dawn of Ashes is probably time for Norm.
Oh, it makes total sense. We just
Yeah.
got a bunch of really good Norm cards.
But good and weird Norm cards, right? It's almost making like we have Spirit of Purity, which is literally a Norm spirit.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good, right? We have like Topsy Decree, which is like the Norm imbue. Add in like, Sun Shangxiang, like from, was that HVN or Immortal Mission? I forgot.
I can't remember one of them.
The sister of like, Sun Quan, that family, who's like, again, a Norm imbue. Like there's so many Norm support now, and seems like the devs kind of like it. I originally thought Norm was always going to be like the odd twin out, whatever, that your brother that you don't care about. But apparently, it seems like the
Norm
devs are
support.
supporting Norm, right?
Yeah.
So Dawn of Ashes, a 50-cent card is now $3.
Yeah.
So I would say if you have the card, hold it, because this thing probably will go up because the card is pretty oppressive if you think about what it's going to do.
Yeah, it's a tax card, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's not only Norm support, it's taxes support. And they're releasing more and more taxi cards like
Xuchang.
style cards,
Yes.
which are also domains.
Yep.
The new Tri-Castles
Yes.
card.
Tri-Castle.
And what do they all have in common? They're all domains.
Yep.
Maybe there's gonna be like some kind of domain tax deck that can come out.
Yeah, I think Norm is like, so when we talk about like the element and what they're supposed to, Norm feels more and more like the tax color.
Norm is the tax color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. So yeah, I mean it's a pretty big increase from the 50-cent range. And what's even more interesting is the activity on this card. There was almost no sales between like September and literally like a week ago. And a week ago, there's like 15, 20 copies sold.
Wow.
So it's really moving. This card, people are seeing it. People are like thinking about it.
People are brewing.
So people are brewing. Yeah. So my recommendation, hold on to your Dawn of Ashes for now, and see kind of where this card goes.
Cool.
And that is all I have for cornering the market.
Nice. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't know what I'm supposed to.
That's my cha-ching, except I know it's in post we're gonna add the sound effects, so I don't say it.
I see.
A silent cha-ching.
All right, moving on to main topics for today. It's going to be our experience at Ascent Akihabara.
Let's go, Japan.
All right. Cool. So biggest Grand Archive event so far.
Oh my God, yeah. I think it was like 681 players
Yeah.
total. It was amazing. I think I also saw it was like there were players from 21 different countries.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone just flew out.
The whole
made the trip.
world comes to the Holy Land.
Oh, yes.
Of
It's
Weeb.
actually
Yes.
it's actually
Weebs.
more, right? Because 681 is only steel players.
Yes.
I didn't count in
true.
681. I would be
Right.
And there's a
That's
lot of
very
people.
true.
silver only players would be
Yeah.
separate. Yeah.
There are people learning about the game too.
Whoa.
Like demo games. So if you count all like the Path of Silver, vendors, artists, I don't know, people coming from the street just to check it out. I don't know, it could be like 800 or 900 people.
I know it was 800 tickets sold.
Oh, okay.
So like we already know the probably, every event, right? There's some people who don't show up, but like the base should be 800 for attendees. And then, the
maybe
new
we're pushing
players,
1,000. I don't
dude,
know.
it was very packed though. It did feel really packed.
Indeed.
Even though it was like 3 floors of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like the one that if you were going to go to one Ascent, this is the one to go to.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Very special also for this event. Like, we were all regular attendees this time, not working event, not doing casting, not, set up, not doing like camera work, all this stuff. So we were just like chilling,
Chilling.
actually enjoying the event, spending all of our event tickets. How many event tickets do you have that's just unredeemed, right? Side event
Like
tickets.
there's no time to
Side event
I've
tickets?
I'm almost never used my side event tickets ever.
Same.
Yeah. So this is the first event I used some. It's great.
Oh, you used it on the Mad Hatter event? Because you didn't play in
Correct.
the regional. Okay.
Correct, right? Yeah, Mad Hatter. But anyways, day 0, right, was we had a special day 0 event. It was the premiere or preview,
The world premiere.
of Phantom Monarch. So literally open packs and hold the cards and see them. People are opening CSRs, getting excited.
Yeah, every time you're in line, you hear like screaming from inside, someone opened something crazy.
Yeah, as you're saying in line, we actually stayed in line for about like 3 hours for this event.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing we had a lot of friends there
Yeah.
to talk to.
And random people came up to visit us, and we just had chats and met all of our friends from across the world that we wouldn't normally see.
Yeah, that's great.
That was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a really long line though, waiting 3 hours to
Yeah.
get into the world premiere.
And I like very fun, but also like a few scuffed things about this event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but going back to the actual like world premiere, maybe we should explain like what the world
Oh,
premiere
yeah,
event was.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, so we
It
got
was, it was us staying in ine for, it was world premiere
it
of
was
us
just
being
us
in line.
staying in line for 3 hours and chatting and trading.
It was us talking about Phantom Monarch.
True.
No, sorry, Eva, sorry. Tell us about what the world premiere actually was.
Sure. Okay, so we basically got to see all the cards from Phantom Monarchs 2 weeks before the set launched, which was really cool. There were actually, I think, about 100 cards or so or more that were not spoiled, that were not revealed yet. So no one had any idea what was in this set. And then we just had to find out by opening packs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the special thing that I think they did for the first time for this event was you could take a picture of your cards that you pulled and then post it on Twitter with a certain hashtag, and then they were like checking all the posts, and whenever there was a new card that wasn't revealed before, they would reveal it on the spoiler wall and then show it on the live stream, which I actually thought that was really innovative.
Very creative. Yeah.
Our friend Benton actually wrote the code for the live stream.
Oh yeah,
wall.
yeah.
Apparently it did.
So
Props to him. Good
yeah, so
job.
Benton was
Yeah.
sitting next to Roger. Roger was, I guess, getting the tweets as they come in. If it was one that was not revealed, he would click a card and reveal it. So the whole system worked pretty well. It was cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, that part of it I did feel like worked really well, but like the execution of it wasn't entirely perfect, even though the idea is so
Yeah.
cool. It was like, I kind of wish that we as attendees there in the room could see what the spoiler wall was.
Right.
I think they might have intended to have a TV or a projector of some sort that showed the spoiler wall to us. But there wasn't
Yeah,
one,
I guess
unfortunately.
as you're opening it, you don't know what has already been
Exactly.
spoiled
It's like,
unless
should
you've
I-
been watching the stream.
Yeah, like, should I post this? Is this revealed? Is this new? I don't know.
Yeah. So at some point, we're just like, post everything.
Post everything.
Yeah.
Post everything. I remember when Roger was actually walking by. He's like, "Oh, that's not revealed.
Oh yeah, you should
that.
post that. That's great.
Yeah.
While you're at it, post this one too."
Yeah, the devs could tell us which ones are. Oh, that one's not been posted yet. Yeah.
Yeah, cool concept though.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, true. I've seen like the physical version of this in stores where people would just take cards out of the pack and put them in a slot on the wall.
Yeah, that's what they did in the MRC world premiere back
Okay.
in Worlds. But then it was like you have to give up you have
lose
to
your card.
sacrifice your card. Yeah, do you get it back afterwards?
Yeah. Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. Any other cool swags you guys got from this event?
Oh, I got a Spirit of Fire commission drawn by Taro Taro.
Nice.
It was so pretty. It's so cute.
This was one right
Yeah,
here,
it's
right?
actually it's right there.
Oh, it's on the set.
It's a little bit out of focus, but yeah.
But she drew like a really cute Diana Cursebreaker art to go with my deck.
Nice.
And like
Perfect.
I was like really worried I wouldn't be able to have time to get it because she had a line of commissions. So we went up and I'm like, oh, do we have any time for an additional one? She's like, I'm kind of busy. Maybe come back in like a couple hours and see. And so I was like, okay, 2 hours. I have to go back and check. I go back and she's like, I think I could take you.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Gosh.
And then it's like I will treasure it forever.
Aw.
It's so cute.
And for the people who aren't super aware, these are the official artists that have worked on art for Grand Archive, who are taking commissions at the event.
Yeah, that was really neat.
It looks like there's a bunch of other stuff on the table that you guys brought back from Aki.
Oh yeah. The playmat from the Mad Hatter special side event.
That was a really fun event. Yeah.
Yeah. So Fome and I were too shy to actually do the event, so we forced our friend Chisa, who actually lives in Japan and speaks Japanese.
The cosplayers were just too hot. We were like,
Sorry. We'll explain the event later, but we forced our friend Chisa to do the game, and then she actually won the top prize, which is this playmat, and then she gifted it to us to put on the set, basically.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Exclusive to Akiba.
This
set-
event was hard. I don't think it was that easy.
Oh,
I feel like
Mark actually did it.
I feel like a dumbass because I failed
explain?
twice.
Can you explain to us what the game is?
So it's basically there are 5 objects. The cosplayers would arrange the 5 objects in a certain order. Your goal is to match their order with the objects in front of you, right? And you had turns to do that. So you could, like, for example, I think to get the playmat, you had to do it under 5 turns, 5 rounds. The only clue they could give you as you rearrange your object was how many are in the right position. They're not going to tell you which object though, just how many. So based on the clues and rearranging the objects, you would eventually work out the exact assortment of how the objects are arranged.
Yeah, so you flunked out, but our friend got it in 4 guesses.
I mean,
we got the
let's go
playmat.
Chisa.
Yeah.
So Chisa got one. I know Connie got one because I saw Connie do it and get one.
Nice.
5 is actually fairly hard. I think you have to either be quite lucky or very smart in getting 5. 5 is possible. This problem actually was bugging me. So I was solving this in the hotel. Like I was just theory crafting in my head how to solve this problem.
Yeah.
But too bad it was already after the event. I felt like a dumbass.
But I thought it was a really I love the setup.
Yeah.
Like there were 4 cosplayers that were like extremely elaborate, well done.
Oh my god, so
cosplays.
intricate, so
very
high
good.
quality.
Like literally,
so good.
they look like Grand Archive players in real life. So
Grand Archive characters.
Characters.
Grand Archive
They
characters,
do
they
not
do not look
They
like
do
No
not.
players.
offense, no offense
They-
to any.
Yeah.
They cosplay.
y'all,
Yeah.
but they don't look like us.
They look like Grand Archive characters in real life.
That would be kind of funny though. Can you imagine there's like a true champion cosplay?
Like a lifter soul cosplay,
Yeah.
a Duck Hats cosplay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
future idea. That's kind of
Oh.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the figure?
What figure?
You didn't see the figure?
You mean like the Coming one or whatever?
No. They had
Your other wife?
they had a prototype of a like scale Merlin figure.
There's a
1/7
Merlin
scale.
figure.
Wait.
What
was
the
at the
actual?
event. We
have
Wait,
to
there was
show-
a figure?
Yeah, wait.
Wait, where was this figure?
At the Ascent store.
They had it at the
It was
store.
like at the left
You-
side
you-
of
Am
the
I
store.
fucking
You
blind?
seriously didn't see this?
No.
Wait, did you hear about the announcement of it at least?
Okay, stop.
Okay, we gotta show. We gotta show.
I didn't see any of
Alright.
this stuff.
Huh.
Here.
I didn't hear the announcement.
Oh,
this.
yeah, Fome
It's this.
took a picture. Well, this is the prototype, so this
Wait,
is before
hold on.
there's
hold on.
colors.
I
It's
did see this.
gray.
I did see this.
Oh,
I know what
my
happened. I know
goodness.
what. Okay, I know what happened.
Okay.
I know what happened.
Okay.
I saw this. I was like, oh, somebody brought it like a Lorraine. I didn't even look at it.
You thought this was Lorraine?
I was like, somebody brought Lorraine, like whatever. It was like, I was a little bit confused because I was like, I've never seen a Lorraine, but then I didn't really pay attention because I was just thinking, I was like, some like, because we're in Japan.
I guess
right?
it's like gray, so you can't tell what the colors
are, yeah.
You were looking for
But if I
pink.
look closely, I realized this is her like the jester, the assassin outfit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's so
it's
pretty
detailed.
cool.
It like the sculpt is like,
This is gonna be
Really
colored,
well done.
right? This is not gonna be gray.
Oh yeah, this is the prototype.
yes, it's gonna be colored, Mark.
Oh,
Come
sorry.
on.
I don't even own figures because I think it's too weeb, but I'll buy this.
I mean, I'm gonna buy this for sure.
You're gonna buy this?
Yeah.
You hate Merlin.
It's for the set.
We
Everything's
found
for the set.
out.
Everything's for
We
the set.
found out everyone's Merlin. I got it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this looks.
wanna look at it
It
again,
looks really
too.
badass.
Thank you.
Dude, I totally missed this.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I mean, kind of.
Sorry.
Like I saw it, but I didn't see it. Like
I can see why you would think it might be Lorraine from a distance.
I'm just there to buy a T-shirt. So I go like, oh yeah, Lorraine figure, because we're in Japan, right? There's like figures everywhere, figures of everything.
Wait, a figure of Lorraine that looks like Lorraine could easily be Merlin in Lorraine's body, sir.
I'm not that deep that day
Yeah,
on lore.
but you're right. If we were in Akiba, which is like anime figure capital of the
Galore.
world. Yeah.
Figures, I just like I like deleted figures from my mind. Like if I see figures, I'm like, okay, we're just in Akihabara. It's like all the maid cafe girls too. I just kind of like delete them from the streets, you know?
Yeah. You didn't even realize they were maid cafe girls. You're
Well,
like,
I realized later.
yeah, you're like, what are they doing on the street? I'm like, it's not what you think, Mark.
Anyways, yes.
Anyways.
Path of Silver, yo.
Oh yes, we did
Hey.
do that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so since Mark is still recovering from his whatever he caught in Japan, I'll try to explain a bit of what Path of Silver is, just for people who may not be familiar with it, because I feel like even players who are playing in the tournament and are physically at Ascent don't understand what Path of Silver is.
I actually still didn't really understand how redemption works.
Okay, so I will explain to Fome what
Yeah.
Path of Silver is then. So the current version of Path of Silver, they actually broke it up into two different activities.
Yeah.
Right. So there's going to be the main competition. And that one is like for the most hardcore collectors, and this usually requires a team of people to win prizes, the top prizes. And this is what Mark, usually focuses on a lot. He's a very competitive Path of Silver player.
Professional Path of Silver player.
Professional silver.
That's your second job, actually.
Correct.
And we'll talk more about that later, just because I actually got to do Path of Silver this event too,
Yay!
which I was really happy about.
That was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. So they also added the Silver Redemption. I think they added it earlier this year. So it's like a more simple sort of Path of Silver where you can do it quicker. Like if you're playing in the main tournament, you can still take a little bit of time to just like go to the booth, do your submission, and get your prizes.
Yeah.
So it's a fun little side quest. There are 6 different sets of cards basically that you get assigned, where if you assemble those cards and present it to them, you can get different prizes. So it's like you can go from like keychains or like 50 Sylvie bucks. I think those are like the smaller tier of prizes, or you can do the more difficult sets and get a playmat.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then if you find that like you don't have a certain card and your friends also don't have that card, or it's like really expensive and you don't want to buy it, each hour you get a free reroll, which is really nice.
Yeah.
It's like gotcha. It's a little like dopamine kick. Reroll. What did I get?
I like the rerolls too. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's really good.
So it sounds pretty like if you have a reasonable collection, it's like approachable for most players.
Or a lot of friends.
Or if you have a lot of friends.
Well, it makes trading actually very viable for this.
That's pretty neat.
It's
'cause
kinda nice.
You don't have to like spend your whole time working on Path of Silver to
Yeah.
get something out of it.
Yeah. And you don't even need to redeem like all of them. I mean,
Yes, that's
we
right.
worked through like the math of this. Effectively, my recommendation is definitely redeem the playmat and the foil and non-foil promos, because those are pretty
that's
exclusive.
right. Promo cards.
Because they're
Yeah, that's pretty important.
it's actually kind of interesting because that's what they used to give for Path of Silver submissions up to like, this is your 50K, 70K, 100K prizing.
Yes, they're not doing that system anymore.
Much easier. It's way easier, by the way, because like you don't need to sit there for 3 hours to get your set checked. You just submit 7 cards, get a playmat. 5 cards, non-foil promo, 6 cards promo. Done.
It's great that this
It's
is not as
much
much of a
easier.
commitment, and you don't have to. It's not like, oh, you have to redeem your like keychain level to get to the playmat level. It's like you can pick and choose which ones you want to do.
You don't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, very flexible.
It's really nice.
But anyway, back to the main Path of Silver, which we said we were going to talk about earlier. So for this one, this is for this is for the very hardcore collectors like Mark from Solar Games here. Each competitor submits 50 cards with as high of a score as possible.
Yes.
But the trick is that, so each card also has its own assigned score. But you don't want to submit the 50 cards that have the biggest scores, because if you submit them in particular sets, you get a bonus points.
Correct.
Right? So Grand Archive gives us a long list of a bunch of set bonuses.
Yeah.
So it'll be, for example, like this set has all the cards that includes Rococo in the art for it. Or like this set is like a certain lore point.
That'd be a great set, by the way.
Oh yeah, that was an actual set.
Yeah.
And then it was like, this is about a certain lore thing, and these are all the cards that are related to that lore thing.
Yeah, or sometimes it's like also like funny jokes. Like for example, hey everyone, please help us solve this for next event. But there's like another set called Take My Strong Hand that we've not solved for 3 events so far.
Oh, that's funny.
But I think it's like the clue is like it's I think from like a reference from a movie from like the 90s. But it's like basically
red pill, blue pill.
It's similar to that, but it's like basically there's like a dude with like a really weird, ugly, like big hand that's like strong, right? That's called and he's pulling somebody out from the window. The way that GA works is what we've seen so far is some of the cards are like it'll be a robot with a giant hand because it came from the ALC MRC era. So you would have like Pocock with like a giant hand.
Oh, Sadie.
Okay.
Or Sadie, or like, but I think it was not Sadie or something. Like, anyways, we have not solved this set yet, and we would love to solve it. So, if you know how that works, please keep guessing. Yeah.
Yes, please leave us in the comment section below of cards with big hands. Apparently, I don't know.
Well, that's cool. So that means the sets carry over from previous events.
Yeah, and we can keep guessing at them. The other really cool thing about that is your name is memorialized if you get it right, because it has your Omni ID and your screen name, I guess, basically, on the guesses that you get correct. So forever, people will remember this set was guessed by da-da-da-da.
Yeah, so a lot of the sets are like, they give us all the cards that are in the set, but also many of the sets, they give us just the name of the set and don't tell us what cards are in it, or they tell us
give you like
partial.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, so part of the fun is just the first day. I think for this event, it was from the morning until 10 p.m. is when they closed the guessing.
Yep.
That's basically what you spent all of day 1 on, right? And then each hour, I believe each person gets 1 guess.
Same thing, yeah. So each hour you get 1 guess. You can bank up to 3. The steel players would play their rounds, and then at some point they will bank up to like 2.5 or 3, and they'll be like, "Hey guys, I have 2 guesses. What should I do?" And then we have a bunch of guesses ready to go for them to like knock out, right?
Nice,
kind of
nice,
fun. So,
very efficient.
For this event, to encourage more guessing, the devs decided that it'd be cool to give people a pack of cards, but it wasn't just any pack. It was a pack of Phantom Monarch. Remember, this is 2 weeks before the set's release.
Amazing.
So you get like new cards that don't exist.
That's pretty cool.
By guessing correct. It was really good. Geo, actually, a lot of you guys know Geo, you know, tall guy from Down Under. I think he got like the most. I think he got like 12 or 13 packs. He was farming packs.
Wow, he guys got that many guesses correct.
Just farming.
I mean, he basically did not get a wrong guess throughout the whole event. Yeah,
he really knows the lore.
He really knows the lore. He was good.
Dang.
Yeah. So
legendary.
I assume this is going to carry forward. So for everyone else who's playing Steel, don't just like ignore it or waste your guesses. You could probably actually like farm packs in between your games. By the way, just
pro tip.
And it helps us too, the silver players. I think it makes it kind of fun. Some of the categories were actually kind of interesting and funny and stuff like that. So
at some point I will do a deep dive looking at every single set, because the lore implications are insane.
Yeah.
There's so many things that you can learn about the Grand Archive lore that exist nowhere else but the Path of Silver set bonuses. Like for example, this time there was one called The Disappearance of Alice, right? And it includes the card Poisonous Apple. And prior to this, we had no idea that the poisonous apple had anything to do with Alice disappearing, and now we know. So
it made her disappear,
or made her fall asleep. Poisoned her.
Yeah, or only got her with the apple, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I said earlier, I got to participate in Path of Silver this time, which was really fun. I got to work with Mark and some of our friends. We just like gathered in a hotel room and worked until 6 a.m. on our submissions.
You guys were up so late.
Yeah, it's really funny. Actually, Fome went to sleep for a few hours and then he woke up and was like, "Where are you guys?" And then he came and joined us. I think you joined us at like 4 a.m.
I fell asleep like really early, right?
Yeah,
I think I slept like 8 or 9 or something like that. Remember. Because it was like we were hella jet lagged. And then like I woke up and it was like 4 or 5 and I'm like, oh, surely everyone's asleep. Oh wait, everyone's still awake.
Working on Path of Silver.
Every Path of Silver. This is what we do.
So funny.
Yeah.
But I actually do really, really cherish and enjoy and love the camaraderie that we have when we work on Path of Silver together, because it feels like we're a team.
I mean, it is a team. People were working together. We had different like people like doing some of the calculations, recalculating, adjusting. If we were missing some cards for some sets, like what would be the other set bonus to adjust? Do we have that card? We don't have that card.
Or who can we call?
Do we wake up somebody at 5 a.m. to get the card? Do we make sure we can do it or not? Or like, it's crazy.
Yeah, or like, one really important thing is someone to double check other people's work because we're so tired.
You're so sleep deprived. You're like, oh, what does this card say?
And then like physically assembling the cards too and looking through the collections. It's a whole thing.
But all the sleepless effort paid off in the end, right?
Correct.
Yep. Because I think, Mark, you got 5th place and Eva got Akiba 4th place.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Nice.
It's pretty impressive. Yeah,
it's really fun. I mean, if I kind of like tell the whole what happened, right? So on the day of checking, we all sit down, but they would go through everybody's table and make sure you have the 50 cards that you said you had, right? But the thing is, at this point in Path of Silver, most of the top table has the perfect submission, meaning we all had tied scores.
Whatever, all maxed out
point wise, right? For the optimal sets and cards. Everybody sat down, 8 players. We all knew we were going to get prizes.
So top 8 all had the same score.
Yeah, but we didn't know what number yet. So it's kind of fun. Sildar then says, number 1, right? Tiebreakers. He just said number 1. I think because Sildar's ran so many events and most of us have also been in so many
Path of
Silver. So we're like, we know the procedure to do this.
Know what number.
So Sildar says 1, and then me and like 4 other people raise our hand and says, we don't have any cards.
Yeah, so that immediately means you're out.
We're out. We have no tiebreakers, right?
Okay, so that's how you ended up in 5th.
Well, so I ended up 5th because apparently I had the best, worst tiebreaker. So like Sildar said, no, you had to show me something. So we all started going through our backpack for like any card, right? It was like, show me any card. So I pulled out a Magebane Lash, right? Foil. I happened to just have this card with me. So I had a Magebane Lash foil, the Gunnar one, of course.
What?
The Gunnar one. Yeah, the Gunnar one. People want to know which one.
Oh,
right?
I know what you're talking about. Actually.
Yeah. The Gunnar Lash is great. Anyways, I laid this card down, and then like I looked to my left and right, and like Singapore team lays down like a squirrel that they just graded from the Sylvie grading service.
That's pretty sweet.
And then I forgot what other people were laying down, but it's like people were just laying down random stuff. Anyways, it was determined who 8, 7, 6, and 5 were. Then the real tiebreakers could start. For everyone else who actually had CURs.
Yes, the CUR battle starts.
The CUR battle starts.
Oh, I saw that. The slap battle.
The slap battle, yeah. So you remember what happened. Why don't you tell us what happened?
I mean, you were saying Sildar started saying
Counting
1, 2. And so it's like 1, everybody lays down a CUR.
Yeah.
2, everyone lays down another CUR. And like, I mean, these cards are like worth tons of money.
Like
so
$2,000 each.
Average is like $2,000 each.
Yeah. So you're gonna like these people are throwing down thousands of dollars onto the table at that point, which is a little crazy.
Mind you, the table was already like 50 cards. I think the table value was about 7 to 10,000.
I mean, that's insane, and I do have some thoughts about the sustainability of about this sort of competition.
Sure, it's all paper, man. It's worth nothing.
It was a spectacle though.
Sure.
Because like he's going now, you're going 10, 20, 30, and I'm like, wait, how many are you gonna like lay down before something like they like actually determine a winner?
To be fair, at Singapore, I think we had like 40 something. 40.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, it's gonna get to like maybe 50.
Yeah.
No, it passes 50, passes 60, passes 70.
Of course, we had the 67. Yeah. Someone has to say 67.
Yeah.
And then 69. We're like, oh nice.
Very mature guys.
And then we hit 70.
Yeah. Made it into our
and
podcast,
then
it was Mark.
Basically, I was like, okay, it's gonna hit 100.
67.
But I think it was eventually it gets to 90, and then on 91.
Yeah.
That was basically it determined the winner.
Yeah. Jason said, I don't have any more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that means Jason got 2nd place at that point.
Yes.
And then ultimately Lee won first place.
Lee showed the 91st. That's it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So congrats to Lee.
Congrats, Lee. Yeah.
It's really cool. Now like.
It's also very dangerous.
It's also like you just said, it was like essentially a 9-way tie at the top table for max score, and that it seems almost like off in some way. Like shouldn't it be harder to max score? so that it doesn't end up just being solely determined by whoever owns the most CURs.
Okay.
Because this is an arms race, right? Right now it's like 90, but down the line, what is it going to be? 100, 200, 300?
Yeah.
You're like, and then how are you going to transport all this stuff?
Yeah.
You literally have to like transport like a house's worth, a down payment's worth of cards with you to like, prepare for the slap battle that's going to happen at the end of every tiebreaker.
That's a great point. That point I think is actually really problematic. We had a debate about, so silver players were somewhat worried about like how to get this into Japan and out of Japan. Because we're at the level.
You can't declare that stuff.
We can't declare it.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a problem.
And I think what has to eventually happen is they got to make it harder to max score.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they should pull this off. Maybe something they could do with the way you guess, or maybe you can get awarded points for guessing correctly in addition to like not just like packs, but actually improve your score. I'm not sure everyone would agree with that. I'm sure there's pros and cons, but I just think that they have to do something to make it harder to tie.
It used to be for Path of Silver, guessing ends when submission ends.
I like that.
But here's the problem.
No, people did not like that.
So they changed this because of Santa Clara. So the number one problem with that is everyone has to essentially stay up until submission
you have
ends.
to pull an all-nighter.
Because you don't know if there's something gets guessed at the last hour, right? Santa Clara, this literally happened. A set was guessed at 5:45.
Yeah.
Submission ends at 6. So
you're
a bunch of people came into the
dedicated people. They should be given
don't sleep. Okay.
Yeah. If you're not willing, if you're so devoted that you sacrifice your sleep, you should get top.
Yeah. So basically, at Santa Clara, what happened was there was a 3-way tie at top 8, right, for the number one slot, and then there was I think a 4-way tie, and then a 1-way tie or 2-way tie.
So it was the 3 people that were not asleep at 5:45 a.m.
Yeah. So,
so if they were that system, basically your team would have to have like a rotation of people. Like you get to sleep from like 9 to 4. You get to sleep from 4 to 8. You get to sleep from 8 to noon.
Sleeping shifts.
But you also have to submit. So the problem is like not only if you see a set change, you have to actually first figure out, like calculate quickly whether that matters or not. Number 2, like submit it, because the submission of the cards is a non-trivial event. Like just literally in the Omni system to go boom, 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 boom.
It's a little annoying. It's pretty annoying, yeah.
Like it would take you like, if you just do 50 cards, it would take you like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and so I'm sure the last minute scramble to find the missing card.
And then adjust your submission could be problematic too. Because if it locks and you have 48 cards, you already know you auto lost. So I don't know. I think that's not the way to solve it. I do have 2 possible solutions though. Okay. But with knowing me, I'm a very aggressive type of person. But I'll say them anyways, because I think these are like ways that you can solve this, right? Long term. Number 1, submit your 50 cards. Gone forever.
You have to give them your 50 cards.
So at some point, we're gonna have so little cards that people can't actually make the perfect submission. So then, max point matters now, right? Because there will be different points. See, you guys are. I'm just like very aggressive with this.
Are you willing to lose all those cards?
Yeah.
Your CURs?
You know why? So people have argued, okay, well then your spirit's not like, the spirit is only $10,000. You're losing $10,000 already. I'm like, yeah, but if you give up $10,000 in cards, that spirit is not $10,000. I guarantee that spirit becomes a $50,000 spirit, which, right? It's a redemption.
The idea that the spirit is $10,000 is insane to me as an outside observer.
This is the prize spirit that you get for
topping the event. We have like baseball cards are like $1 million, right? Magic cards are worth like 100,000, 200,000. We have like Pokemon cards worth millions. So in TCG world, it's like kind of like normal to right? It's like, okay,
what's your other idea?
My other idea, this is another aggressive. Okay, I have 2 aggressive one and 1 actually like reasonable one. The second aggressive one is for every 10 CURs you submit for the tiebreak, we rip 1 in half.
Oh my God. Is it all your guesses involve some kind of like removing cards from the pool?
Yes. And it's random.
These are one of a kind.
So you take 10, you flip them upside down.
No.
Lorraine won. Sorry,
That's
gone.
Crazy.
You want to submit it or not?
There's no.
You don't have to tiebreak with it, right?
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm super serious.
Wild.
How about we make it so that you guys can just tie and all have the same prize, and then we make top.
No, what's the point of competition?
No. You make it top 32, so everyone who doesn't have the perfect submissions still get prizes. You just get a better prize than all of them.
But I do agree with you. I that was my more reasonable idea. Was like, yeah, just make it like top 32, so you have a day 2 feeling with it.
Yeah.
Right. You make this score, which is already really tough, then you get this prize.
Yeah.
What about Path of Steel, guys?
Oh yeah, the tournament.
We both played.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Fome and I played it.
Yeah, our professional TalkGA pro players for Path of Steel.
The TalkGA competitive team.
How did you guys do?
Scrubbed out.
Who wants to go first? Eva? Fome? Eva?
I can talk first. I think
Yeah.
Fome's is a lot more interesting because I only played 3 rounds. I'm not a competitive player by any means. I was literally just there to have fun, and so this is my first time playing in an Ascent actually.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
And so every previous Ascent I've been staff or production, some sort of role in that capacity. So it was pretty cool. I played against 3 players from 3 different countries, which was awesome.
That's
and
awesome.
luckily they all spoke English, so I didn't need to try to.
Oh, I didn't have that
I
luxury.
know. So Fome has some funny stories.
I want to see you play the Hong Kong player and you're forced to speak Cantonese with them.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
speak Cantonese.
That'd be hilarious.
No, I actually did play a Hong Kong player. Luckily, he spoke very good English, but I actually, just to try to bond a little bit more with them, I threw in a little bit of Cantonese here and there.
Nice. Yeah.
So what would you play against? Was it interesting? What did you play with? What was your deck?
Oh, yeah. So I played my Sleepy Time Allies deck. So I actually already talked about this a couple episodes ago. This is my water. Okay, so on Fractal of Insight, which is our favorite, tournament results and analysis website, it was labeled a Water Unique Allies Lorraine list, but I call it my Sleepy Time Allies list. It revolves around Snow White, Halcyon Scout. They're all, allies that will rest things on the opponent's end. And also, Jaying, the Shadow Mare. And I did see a few comments from really thoughtful people who were like, oh, can you post the list so that people can try it? And sorry, it was just I think I'm not confident enough to tell people hey, you should play this list, because I'm not really a deck builder type of person. I'm just kind of slapping things together that bring joy to me.
No, I'm with you though. I was also too embarrassed to share
I'm
my
really-
list.
I'm
I was
really
just
embarrassed.
people are like, "Oh, I want to see your curse breaker list," and I'm like, "Please let me at least do well with it, so I don't feel totally out of my element."
Yeah. If I did really well with the list, then I would be like, oh, here's my deck list. Feel free to play it. But I'm this is just my pet deck. But also I've been making changes to it. For example, the other episode, I mentioned that I was playing Fortuitous Spirit of Water and Rescue the Air. Things to just make sure I find my Snow White and make sure I can rescue it and play it again. So my current list, the Snow White agenda isn't quite as strong as before.
Ah, yes. Spreading out the game plan.
Yeah, and also, unfortunately, I did switch from Grand Crusader's Ring to the Looking Glass.
That's why it's $120.
Yeah, I'm
No,
part of,
that
part
card
of
is
the
not.
problem.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. Looking Glass is expensive. Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm playing all the distortion swords now, and I think so. One interaction I like with my current build of the deck, Sword of Shadows. If you play that with Sunsa, Weapons Master, he gives all your warrior weapons +1 power, and Sword of Shadows already has 2 power, and I play Guarded Dissipation.
That's a nice one. I like that card.
Yeah, you know that card from FTC?
Okay.
It's the Mordred and Gildas OTP card.
Yes.
Yeah, it says, prevent the next X damage, where X is the greatest power among sword weapons you control. And then draw a card, which is really nice.
Block
so
3 draw is pretty
yeah,
good.
I'm blocking 3, and it's not even just combat damage, it's any kind of damage.
That seems really
Prevent
good,
3
actually.
of
Yeah.
any damage, draw a card. And people just do not see it coming ever. It's so funny. But yeah, I did not actually get to play against any of the top meta decks this tournament though, which I thought was kind of unfortunate because I think I would maybe have done a little better against them. And I mean the decks like Fire Crux Lorraine, Fire Crux Merlin, and Wind Guojia with Seiryu. I think those were the top performing decks this event.
Yep. Definitely saw many of those.
Yeah. But I think the most interesting deck I faced was a Water Unique Allies Nico list from a player named Hugo from Hong Kong.
Okay.
Oh, water mirror.
Yeah. This was my round 1, and it was a water mirror, and it was the slowest game ever.
Yeah, I watched you guys from across the room, oh, they're going to time.
So water mirror things. But yeah, that list was really cool. I've never seen anything like it. On Fractal of Insight, another cool feature is that you can check a deck list and see who else has played a similar deck list to that list.
Yeah.
And I checked both for him and myself. We had no one else that was considered to have a similar deck list to us.
Wow.
We were just completely unique.
Unique allies.
Exactly,
it.
unique ally decks that somehow got paired into each other round 1. Of all decks I could face, I played this random. I also haven't even seen a Nico on the field in I don't even remember how long.
Yeah, and it
was
was like
long,
a weird
long
rogue
time.
build of Nico.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Did he run Nico 1?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Nico
Yeah.
1, 2.
Was it
allies.
water Nico 1? Or some other?
It was water into Nico 1.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay, I like this.
Yeah, with
This
like
is interesting.
Lily and
This
actually,
Lily Marie, okay.
yeah, actually like a bunch of cards
That's
that I was
hard.
running as well, like Snow White, Draying.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
And there's not that many unique allies, so like it's like yeah, it's cool. Did this Nico also run Looking Glass?
Yes. Yeah.
This card is
I know.
everywhere.
I'm like, I play Cheshire Cat, and then it goes to his turn. I also play Cheshire Cat. It's just like, what are we doing here, guys? But yeah, anyway, so Fome, how was your experience?
Oh,
Have a steal?
I mean, I didn't do particularly well. I was playing my Umbra Fire Cursebreaker deck.
Let's go, Diana Cursebreaker.
Yeah, I didn't quite get there. I felt hot coming out of my first 2 matches, because I won round 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And so then got called up to the stream table. I was like, oh cool, we can do a stream match, and then it ended up being against the Diana. So I also had a mirror, except this was against Wind. Diana, Umbra, Duststalker, piloted by Roxas from Advanced Elements.
Advanced Elements,
So,
content creators from Australia.
Yeah, so it actually was really cool. So his name is Christian, actually. And I actually think their entire team was on this list.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, this is probably one of the breakout lists from the whole tournament.
Absolutely.
Because the 4 of them were running this Wind, Diana, Umbra list, and they all I think all of them day-2'd.
Yes.
Yeah, all day
Amazing.
2, and then Nathan got top 8. I think he was in 7th place overall.
Yeah.
So they definitely built some very streamlined, like dark horse deck that no one was expecting, and it just, I guess, a taser locked its way through all of those like Merlin and Lorraine fire matchups.
Yes, very good meta call.
But back to our stream match, I'm playing Cursebreaker, and he's playing Duststalker, and I'm like, oh, this is literally my best matchup.
Oh, my best matchup.
Like, because, what I want to do is get 4 curses, activate, and then OTK them and do between 24 and 37 damage in 1 turn. And so game 1, Christian, basically turbos up, puts 2 curses on me. I have 2 curses in my hand. I put them down and then immediately kill him, which is how I was hoping that it would just go down.
Yeah.
But man, game 2 and 3 did not go that way.
Those
at
are
all.
really epic. You should watch those streams on Grand Archive's channel on YouTube.
Epic is a strange way of describing it.
No,
but,
is it not?
I mean, I just got outplayed. I think Christian was a really good pilot of that deck and adapted really well to face my deck. Like, it's an unfavored matchup, but he still figured out how to get through it. Game 2, he just leveled up faster and put the curses on me. And I was like, okay, I'll level up and win. But what happened was I had a liminal guide in the yard. So I took extra curse damage that I didn't expect to take.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I can eat the 16 damage from going level 2, level 3 and then kill you. But I can't eat another 4 damage from after that from drawing an extra card.
Because Creeping Torments does what? How much damage to you when you draw a card?
It's 2 per. And then because you usually fire it using your Shadow's Twins, so you get 2 Creeping Torments. So I lost game 2, and I'm like, okay, I'm not
because you played Liminal Guide and drew a card.
Yeah, I didn't. I could have been.
You could have also just not done it. Like Liminal Guy is May, right?
No, it's not a May. You have to draw the card.
Oh, okay.
So I could have discarded an Undying Dreams instead, and then I would have been okay. But I was like, oh, Liminal Guide, I want to draw more cards.
Greedy.
And then of course I was like, got 8 dirt for it. So definitely give that one to Christian. Game 3, I just got like pantsed by a card I have never seen before.
Same.
He had a rapid reload in the sideboard.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. It's like he levels up, 2 with DG into 3. And I'm like, okay, you're going to shoot me. I'm going to hold up my Reduce to Ash and explode your bullet in response to you loading it. And so I'm like, he loads and like, blow it up. He's like, okay.
And then it has renewable, so it goes back to
and
the
he only
material
has
deck.
like 1 card left in his hand. Like literally 1 card in hand. He's like, rapid reload, bring it back, shoot you. And I'm like, what the heck?
What the heck?
I like pog face on the stream because I literally have never seen this card in my life. It's a 3 cost, fast speed card with efficiency. So if it's the only card in your hand, you're level 3, it's free. And it's just materialize a bullet from your material deck.
Yeah.
And apparently they had been like putting this as their secret tech against all of the fire decks who are obviously running like 3 to 4x reduced Ash.
Yeah.
So they've been dealing with this issue for long enough. They're like, hey, we could just like bring back the bullet and kill him.
Bring it back.
Reload, yeah.
Oh, surprise, teaser shots
It's really
back.
good.
Yeah,
It's a really smart play because I think that's one of the weaknesses of Deanna is how vulnerable that bullet would be.
Exactly.
But now they just solved it.
And I mean, I don't play Wind, so probably I just never thought about this card.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just got destroyed by that.
That's great.
And
Wow.
you know, props to them. Like I can't even be salty about it because I'm just like, whoa, you outplayed me. That's amazing.
Yeah, these are the coolest
Yeah.
people to lose against.
Yeah. So congrats to Christian, Nathan, and the rest of Advanced Elements because you guys really put together a pretty neat deck.
It was also just like really cool to get to meet them at the event. And I was really happy that I actually got to meet a lot of the members kind of early in Aki because throughout the day, they like every time I see them, they would come and update me. And it's like, oh, like my score is still like 6-0 or like 6-1 or something. And it's just
I'm
like,
I haven't
"Wait, you guys
lost
are
any
doing
games.
amazing."
Like,
I just like got to congratulate them every step of the way. So I'm really, really, really happy for them that they all made day 2 and then Nathan topped 8.
so yeah, it was a pretty fun Path of Steel experience for both of us, even though we both, you know, dropped and didn't day 2.
Yeah. But then we stayed up all night to do Path of Silver instead.
Yeah.
So you did both. That's great.
Yeah.
Path of Steel and Path of Silver players.
Yeah. And then we got to enjoy Akihabara for, you know, our Sunday instead
Absolutely.
of grinding our asses off for day 2.
No, I actually, so the reason I did not want to do any kind of like staffing or anything for this event was because I just wanted more FaceTime with people. You know,
Yeah.
I wanted to spend more time with friends. I wanted to like meet more of the community and just like chat with people. Cause usually I don't get, my one regret
Yeah.
is I don't get to chat with people enough. It's like
Yeah.
I'll like see them briefly and then it's like, oh, I have to run,
Hi.
I have to do
Bye.
this. Or like
Yeah.
I'm backstage, so I don't even get to see people.
Yeah, it's literally like, don't talk to me. I'm working. Like,
Sorry, no offense.
Like, yeah.
So I'm really happy I got to, you know, meet new people and make new friends and just hang out.
Oh, I forgot to say one thing. Yeah, so I totally agree that like meeting new people was like one of the best parts of it.
Yes.
Meeting people and communicating them with other languages was so much
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Like my, I played GA in 3 different languages at this event, which is hilarious.
This guy.
Good thing
yeah.
you're trilingual.
No,
Oh.
I mean, it was a struggle at times.
Good thing you're trilingual.
The Mandarin game against my opponent in Chinese was really fun. I learned a lot of new terminology that's like Chinese GA lingo.
Yeah.
My Japanese opponent, who had never seen the deck before, you try explaining a cursed strength
In Japanese.
in Japanese to your opponent who's never seen this card before.
It's hard enough in English.
Yeah, I could barely explain it. In English, I'm just like, trust me, I draw 5 cards.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, I draw
five
5 cards. Yeah, it was really something. That was
You
one
had
of
to cross the boundaries of language and mathematics to get to the end result of what this card does.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a struggle trying to do it, but it was still a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very memorable event.
So PTM, it's been out for a little bit. We played with the cards, we've seen all the cards, and obviously, you know, we were also experimenting with potentially some cards that are overrated or underrated. So what better way for us to kind of talk through some of these cards than a PTM Trash or Gas?
Trash or gas? No. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, doing it live. Okay.
No.
Do it live. Do it live. All right.
Nice.
Trash or gas? Is this car trash? Is it gas?
Who's got our first Trash or Gas?
Here, I'll go ahead because my card is probably not going to be that meta. Just like knowing me, because I'm not a meta player. But I can tell you about a card that I think is neat personally.
Yeah.
I mean,
For me-
your last card ended up
me-
being pretty popular.
Yeah.
Mad Tea Party.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think really. I think
saw
it's
some
just
Tony- I saw some
it's
Tony
just
decks.
in the Tony deck. No one's playing it outside of Tony. I mean, even I was
You were
playing
playing
it.
it.
I was playing it for a little bit, and then I was a coward and swapped out a card that I really liked for another card. But yeah, anyway, so my card for this Trash or Gas is Croaking Webfoot. It is the
Oh, okay.
chunky frog card.
Doesn't look very chunky.
He is chunky.
That
Really?
stat line doesn't look very big.
Oh no, the stat line. Yeah, it's a 1/1 ally. It's actually also a 1-cost water ally tamer animal frog with floating memory. That's it. It's just a 1/1 with floating memory.
Short and sweet.
1/1/1.
1/1. And it's also a common. So I haven't personally seen a lot of people hype up this card.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what people think of it, but I think it's pretty cool. So imagine a world. It's the world we live in where I play water allies. But water allies swarm. You just play a bunch of little dudes and they just swarm your enemy.
Like squirrels, yeah?
Yeah, like squirrels. Or remember, Halocline Scout is one of the best water allies, right? It's a card I really like. It's the card I play.
Yeah.
Halocline Scout. Inspiring Call.
Oh.
Maybe Banner Knight. Oh, I also play Jiangwei Valorant Fury in my deck.
Okay.
These are all cards that give all your allies +1 power.
Yeah.
And you just imagine just like swarm your field. Like they may be 1/1s, but my Halocline Scout and my Inspiring Call and my Jiangwei are gonna make them into what, 4/1s?
There's a world where you can like attack and then play 3 of these and Inspire Call.
Yes.
Like
yes. So yeah. So actually, it's really cool. If you have a 7-card hand, you can afford to play 2 of these and still hold up 3 cards in your hand.
Doesn't quite work with Dianwei because Dianwei is human allies.
Shoot.
Yeah. But yes, your
good to
other
know.
one still matters.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for the
I
correction.
want to double check it. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so that's a ding on it. So that means it's trash because it doesn't work with Dianwei.
But Inspiring Call and Halocline Scout
No,
and
I like
Banner
it.
Knight.
I like it because you know one of the weakness with cards like this is you play it right and then they're like it's 1 damage. I ignore it because I'm not gonna give you the floating.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have taunt. It doesn't force me to do anything with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So I let you just swing for free. But it does get to a point where this is a problem. When you have 2, 3, 4 of them.
Yeah, you gotta clear
Like-
it, and then it's like, oh, neat, floating memory.
Yeah. So even if you don't primordial, right? And if I don't clear this thing, it could actually be a problem.
Yeah, speaking of primordial, like I was saying, you can play 2 of these and still have 3 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Well, those 3 cards could be primordial ritual. You know, dump it, get more float. Every water player wants to hold up at least 3 cards in their hand for all their nice 2-cost reactions. So if you want to compare this to like Flame Rune Swordsman, right? The fire ally that everyone plays, it's a 2/2 with floating memory. Class bonus floating memory. It costs 3. So to play one single 2/2, you have to put down 3 cards. Or you can play 2 of these, putting down 2 cards for the equivalent of a 2/2 and get 2 floating memory out of it. And then your opponent will have to
class
spend
bonus.
and no class bonus, and your opponent has to like spend the effort to hit 2 things or cleave.
Yeah.
Then I get float.
And you still have 3 cards in your hand.
Korhasia Arsonist.
What does that do again?
Kills,
banish?
Kills banish.
Oh, is it like Xiao Chao?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that people actually play. Xiao Chao, yeah.
I'm like, what are the arsonists?
Yeah, I mean, you could, but you're holding up 3 cards still. You could Primordial Ritual it.
I could Song of Frost it.
Censor.
You can Fracturize the Sensor.
Oh, true. You have 3 cards.
Yeah.
I
Yo.
can guard anticipation it. Yo.
Yo.
No, I'm seeing it. Like, there are very few other allies you could play 2 in one turn and still hold up interaction. I think the fact that it's a tamer animal is really great.
True.
Like, I'm just imagining you like Forest Cake turn 1, turn 2 level up to Sylvie. You play this. It's a 3/3 floating that costs you 1.
Sheesh. So what do you guys think? Trash or gas?
Mid.
Mid.
The other question that a lot of people have to ask is, what does this replace? What card are you like taking for
That's the
out
hardest
today
part. Yeah.
out of your water deck, which is already like water decks are very structured already, right? Because you have to have your Fracturize, your Frost Paladin, your like, you know, like whatever your Cerulean Decree equivalent is. So what is your 4 that you're taking out to put this in?
Yeah, it would have to be a pretty specific, like this is a swarm deck. I'm playing as many allies as possible.
Yeah.
I think it's gas. I think it's gas for maybe a archetype that doesn't quite exist yet, like you're saying. It may be a swarm tamer water allies deck with the right support. It can really amp it up, and then even if it dies, you don't really care. It's floating,
Yeah.
and that it costs 1.
Yeah.
That pushes it over the top. So I'm gonna say this card, Croakling Wedfoot, is gas.
It's gas. Thanks, Fome, for agreeing with me.
Yeah.
All right, what else you guys got?
All right, I got one. Mirrorbound Covenant.
Oh, this card.
This card. We've had a couple. Oh, sorry. Let me read the card first. Sorry. 2 costs. Norm Exalted. Mirrorbound Covenant. It's a unique Fantasia cleric spell. So it's Fantasia, so it'll stay on the board. On enter, draw a card into your memory. Each player's maximum influence is 7. So influence, remember, is memory plus hand. So
This card does nothing.
What?
Yeah, it just enforces the rules of the game, right?
The card literally does nothing.
What do
You draw 7 cards at the
about?
start of the game, and then you keep 7. Just don't go to 8 or
Dude,
9.
They power crept Mandate of Honor.
No, this is
To be fair, like this is the first card. So I did look in index to see if there's any other cards written, text written the same way. This is the first time this text was written this way. Meaning literally each player's maximum influence is 7.
Oh, what does Mandate of Honor say?
It says if you control a unique ally, your opponent cannot have more than 8 cards or something like that.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, no, it does say
No, it's-
influence. Can't draw cards.
Yes,
Player with
it's
influence
different.
8 or more can't draw cards.
It's different.
Okay.
Because it is different because if you can, for example, could you generate cards? Could you, right? It's different.
Okay, actually, I don't understand how this works then. So wait, if your maximum influence is 7, and then
Yes.
like you, Fairy Whisper, can you put that card in your hand?
So maybe I should read the reminder text too, because this is interesting, right?
Yeah.
As each player's end phase resolves, that player discards cards from their hand and or memory until their influence is equal to their maximum influence.
Oh,
Interesting. So
It's
it only
temporary.
applies at the end phase.
Yes.
During your main phase, you can have a bigger influence.
Correct.
You just have to get rid of cards later.
So it's not quite what Mandate of Honor does. There are other cards that kind of do similar things, right? Like Tithe Proclamation prevents you from drawing too many cards. Like the whole idea has been around.
you
to
can
slow
draw.
the
So
game.
you actually can draw
Yes.
above 7.
Yes.
Oh, weird.
So you can go to like 11, but in phase you have to discard down to 7.
Okay, it's slightly weaker than I thought it was. I think it's still kind of pretty good overall, is my impression of it.
Okay, now I'm seeing maybe you're like theory crafting that you could use that to your advantage because you could still draw and then discard a bunch of specters or something. I don't know, like.
So, okay.
Oh, true.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, check it out. So
Check it out.
number 1, yes, you can actually discard with this card. So sometimes as a fire player, if I'm ephemerating, I actually want fire in the grave, not in my hand. If I want to rending you, I don't want to pay 3 to play a fire card like Create a Shock. I want to actually just discard the Create a Shock.
Free Kindle. Oh,
Correct.
Hmm.
Or rending fire momentum. Like what, just imagine, okay, this is number 1. Number 2, this is a pretty good counter against decks or that want to actually have a large influence. Meaning not a large influence to use, but a large influence to hold. For example, Luxem wants how many cards?
Luxem.
10 for 2 Light Weavers,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
This literally says, Luxem, you can't have 10.
Well,
Okay,
they
you
could-
can have 10 on the turn that you get there, but Luxem is kind of like gradually getting there. I guess they're like, like they're doing gleaming cuts and whatever, right?
Yeah.
But like it forces them to always be at 7.
It's exalted though.
The only, the
Yeah.
exalted
Like-
part makes it kind of like weird, right? Or like hard to play. And whether like, because my other fear is like I hold the card as level 0. Like my opening hand, I draw the card. I'm like, oh God, like what? I don't really want this card,
Yeah.
right? And without the right matchup, like, do you want to play a card like this? Some matchup, like against Deanna, they don't care. They're like, I don't have 7 cards.
Yeah, and I think that's most matchups. So it's trash. It's like, okay, so it's like 1/3 the matches, it doesn't do anything.
Yep.
1/3 the matches that it's benefiting both of us, and 1/3 of the matches is like, it's benefiting me a little bit more than it's benefiting you. And that sounds like a losing proposition. So I'm gonna say this card is total trash.
I think
Do you think trash as well?
I'm not sure. I think the fact that you can like get a bunch of cards on your own turn means that it's like not that effective actually. I'm sorry, I'm a coward. I'm just gonna say mid. I don't know.
It's trash.
It's
That was your
I
angle?
think it's actually kind of trash.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
because I
okay.
think I heard a lot of people like thinking about this card, looking at it. I'm just like, wait, hold on. So this part, the whole max influence 7, doesn't even happen on your turn. So like,
not that restricted, right?
if Fome draws on my turn, he gets to keep 11, 12, 15, whatever cards. He only has to discard any cards at the end of his own phase.
As each player's end phase resolves, that player discards. So it's only at the end. It only checks at the end of your own turn.
Yeah.
Correct. So I check on mine. Fome checks his.
That's
So
ass.
he just has to
Okay, that
start
makes it even
drawing.
worse.
He holds 7, right? He starts drawing on my turn, draws on his materialization phase, draws on his draw phase, Pendragon's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
And then he says, okay, cool, I'm gonna win the game. Or yeah, sure, I discarded 7. Your turn.
Wow.
Doesn't matter.
I was thinking that it was like every end phase. It checks both players.
that
but
would
no,
make it a
this
little
is-
bit better,
Okay,
but
this is
no.
trash.
It's
trash.
terrible.
Trash.
Yeah. Okay, 3-way trash.
3-way trash.
If you can make this
Trash
card
it.
work, then hats off to you. Yeah.
Wow, this card almost tricked
Yeah.
me. Good job.
Who's next?
Nice.
Fome?
Well, there's only one person left, so that's me.
Yeah.
And I think I got a real killer here.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so my card,
Ready to get scammed by
got
Fome. He's
another-
always scamming.
I got another Exalted card.
Yeah.
Okay, it's called Alizarin Longbowman.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a 4/3 Exalted Ranger for 3, fire.
Okay, pretty good.
Has range 3. Whenever it becomes distant, you may have each player draw a card.
Okay. Very
Oh.
fire.
Yeah. So
I see-
very
I
similar
see it.
to the increasing danger type effect, or Vermilion Decree
Yeah.
does a similar thing.
Yep.
Where we both draw. Okay. First of all, the art is godlike.
Oh, yeah. She is
Yeah.
so cool.
Like,
Sure.
This is, I think this is, in my opinion, the easily the coolest looking ally in the set.
Wow.
Like cooler even than like Umbra Diana ally.
What about Weiss Knight? Is that what she's called?
Oh
Knight?
yeah, Weiss Knight is fucking cool too. Like the common that
Why is
just
she a common? She should be a CSR. Yeah, Weiss
this
Knight.
this card looks like a Weiss Knight looks like it should be like an SR or something.
Yeah. CSR. Anyway.
But Longbowman is actually I think it's a rare. And
It's an uncommon.
oh, it's an uncommon. Well, it looks like also an SR. Like I want a CSR of this card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But is the card good? I mean,
Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Exalted 4/3 Ranger.
gas artwork.
Four. Okay. Artwork is gas. Okay. But is the effect gas? Is the question. Okay. So 4/3 Exalted Ranger. What do you guys think?
Gas.
Gas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should I say why? Or should I wait for Mark?
I want to know what
Mark,
Mark
go ahead.
thinks. I want to know what Mark thinks.
3/4/3. The stat line's pretty good for fire. Three.
You need to be level 3 to use this.
Sure. I mean, it should be pretty good if you're like exalted. Well, yeah, advanced element unlocked already. I think the stat line's really good.
And you know, usually for these types of we both draws, it's usually happens like really early on when it's like, well, you're dead anyway, so I don't care about
Yeah.
the cards that I'm giving my opponent.
Yeah.
But this card can't do that because it's exalted. You
Yeah.
can't play it early.
So my only fear with this, like, I mean, obviously you want to give it range because the range this thing is like a 7/3, right? So you obviously want to do that. But one of the things I really hate at late game to give my opponent one card. Like once you give range, sure, you're gassing yourself, but you're also kind of gassing your opponent because you're probably going to go for a kill turn, right? You're not waiting for the next turn when you do that. You're probably going to win this turn. So you draw a card, you hope your opponent doesn't draw like Solemn Frost or like Veiling Breeze or something, right?
Yeah, that's totally true. But I want to know why Eva thinks this card is gas.
And the reason is because it is a ranger card. And if you're a ranger, you're probably playing Diana Duskstalker. And you're probably giving your opponent Creeping Torments that damages you whenever you draw 2 cards in a turn. Something like that.
Yeah, I think you're onto something.
Okay, is that right? Is that why?
I think you're onto something. Okay.
There's more?
I mean, okay.
Okay.
Imagine this line, okay? You're Fire Diana Duskstalker, just like you said. You turbo up to level 3. Okay, usually end up with 4 influence left in your hand. Okay, because you 4 is 4 to 5, you know, depending on how good your draws are. You blast them, you give them 2 curses. Next turn, your opponent is like, I will do everything I can to make sure you can't hit me again. Okay, so the current, like the best matchup for Duskstalker is into Fire level 3. Okay, but there's one thing you don't want to see against Fire level 3. Okay, when I grab my taser shot, what do you not want to see your opponent play?
Reduce dash?
That's right. Pass the turn, your opponent's like, I'm holding reduce, you can't shoot me again. I get Bauble of Abundance. I crack my Bauble of Abundance, you draw 1. I play my Alizarin Longbowman. I play Reposition on it. I went from 4 influence to 6 influence, so I could do both now. Okay? When I do give it distance, they're gonna draw again, they're gonna take 4. This is gonna get range 3, so I'm gonna hit them for 7. You try to hold up the reduce to Ash, but you got pantsed by the Alizarin Longbowman.
So another thing you have to remember is that when you make something distant, that actually lasts until your next turn. So you can actually do this on your opponent's turn after they've drawn their card from their turn.
That's correct.
And then make them draw their second card.
Yep.
It's a little bit win more. Plus, this card is so dead until you're 3. You start with the opening hand. You're very likely to have banished this to get to 3. Then you wouldn't even play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if you don't get that initial hit in first and get the curses on them, it's like a lot of the stuff doesn't help.
Yeah.
So,
to just trash his card.
What do you guys think? Trash or gas?
Oh, it's kind of like a cool like top off when you do get to that. I was gonna say curse breaker, Diana Duskstalker point, and it's just like
Right? Because like the
helps.
wind decks can rapid reload. Fire can't do that.
I think gas.
Every time I think advanced element or exalted, I'm like, it's got to be like really good. Like Pendragon is the pinnacle of a advanced element being really good. Carter, right? So compared to a Carter, how good is this card?
Dealing 11 isn't good.
I think that's the top end of what you're thinking of. Yes, I'm gonna say trash. I think exalted makes this card really hard to use.
I'm still gonna say gas because even if you don't get that initial shot in,
Yeah.
you don't have to have each player draw. It's optional.
Oh, you may have him draw. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so it's like I can't get the curse on you. I just got a 4/3 beater that I can make do 7 damage. And for that reason, in the right deck, I'm gonna say Alexander Longbowman is gas. It's also all-star in Pantheon group hug decks.
Pantheon. Yeah. That's where this is gonna come in.
Yeah.
I think some really interesting cards. Maybe some cards that you guys are thinking about as well. Kind of curious, what do you think are the trash or gas of PTM?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comment section below.
Tell us why Mark is wrong.
Tell us why Fome is always wrong. All right.
No comment.
But also, if you have a question for TalkGA, you can, of course, comment on this video directly in the comment section below, #TalkGA, and your question, and we'll answer it live on air. You can also tweet at us at TalkGA_podcast with your question, or email us talkgapodcast@gmail.com, and we will answer your question live on the air. Yeah, with that though, that is our first episode of PTM.
Woo.
Woo. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we did. It is also holiday season, so
Right.
yeah, we're gonna sign out, but want you to stay cozy.
Stay frosty.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay cozy.
Stay frosty.
Stay cozy.
Stay toasty.
Stay toasty.
That's a good one too.
That is a good one.